Why is it that we have more bad news going around than good ones? Check your BCs on WhatsApp, your social media timeline, IG, Facebook, Twitter, anyone at all. Then check the number of good news versus the number of bad news. You realize that you have the bad news outweighing the good news. Why? Really? Think about it this way. You send a link to someone of an opportunity to study outside the country, say Sweden, for instance. And the person starts questioning you. Oh, are you sure these people are legit? Oh, Becky, it's because of you I'm clicking this link. I don't trust all these people. I'm not sure this is correct. Oh, where is their website? I need to cross-check. I need to be sure it is right. I need to know they will pay the scholarship as mentioned. I need to know this. I need to know that. So they are not scam and all. People are on your head to know whether the opportunities you're sharing with them are legit. Whereas when they see a bad news of a ritualist somewhere, of someone who killed another person, of someone who turned someone into sweets, who dropped money on the floor and the person turned into yam, it's another energy. They don't check. They don't, this time around, no verification. They just share. They put it on the WhatsApp pages, they post it on their social media timelines without verification of any sort. They just believe it. Or I just feel people are more bent towards sharing bad news to good news. What do you think? What do you think, really? So this video is about the story of an elderly man who allegedly turned school children or students of Basharun High School into yams in Ibadan. This is nothing but the whole truth based on my findings. Hey, my name is Becca, and on this channel we talk about everything personal development via books and personal experiences. I do hope you join this family. Let's ride together. Okay, good to have you here. So, sometime last year, something happened. There was this old man whose pictures were all over social media that he turned students into yams in Ibadan. You know, I was on Google search looking for something, then this news kept popping up. I'm like, what is going on? Then, you know, from the headlines, you could just tell, okay, fine, I need to read the story. Someone turned students into yams in Ibadan. I said, okay, this is serious. We need to take it seriously, you know. So I went on Instagram, same story. I went on Facebook, same story. It was literally everywhere on social media. And I said, okay, how true could this be? It didn't even take me so long a time to realize that all the comments were people who heard. So there were hearsays. There was no single comment that said, I was there when it happened. Oh, I saw the person who said. Oh, I heard the person who said. We heard that. They were all hearsays. We heard, oh, he turned someone into yam. Oh, he turned students into yam. Some accounts were even that it was one student. Some accounts were that there were two students. So nothing was actually coherent. So I said, okay, I need to take this up. So I headed straight to Oriyomi Hamzat's Facebook page because he stays in Ibadan and he is an investigative journalist who does all of this. This is what he does for a living. So when I got there, I discovered that he's already, you know, conducting interviews. He was already looking into the case. I said, awesome, great. I'm going to follow this up, which I did. So now this is the story. That fateful day, sometime last year in Ibadan, Nigeria, a man was accused, you know, of turning school children into yams. You know, the man was tied up, beaten, and if you see the pictures, you see that he has been tied up and has been beaten, you know, with the yams in there in the sack and some diapers, really. So, you know, people were asking questions. Who was there? Who did this? Who did that? When, you know, they kept asking the man, Who sent you? They were beating him and they were asking him, who sent you? Did you send yourself? Did somebody send you? Who is the ritualist that sent you? You know, all of those questions. And it was close, it was the Ember month and everyone was scared. So it was easy to believe. It was a believable news that, oh, evil abounds in the time of, in the Ember months, September, October, November, December. Those are the Ember months, right? So he mentioned that, oh, it's one elderly woman that sent him, and the person lives down Iwo Road. So people went there. They destroyed the woman's things. They saw more yams in the house and they destroyed the yams. Pieces the yams, destroyed her things. Thank God they didn't meet her at home. Who knows? Maybe they would have beaten her up. So people were agitated. Oh, you turned school children into yams. And before you know it, there were parents rushing down to the school, the Basharon High School, where they said the students were headed before they were turned into yams. So people were there, lots of them, parents shouting, screaming, police were there, the commissioner was there. It was just so scary. The sight was scary. People were there looking for their children to be sure that their children got to school safely because it was in the morning. So during the investigation, Oriyomi Hamzat asked a question, and I think a lot of people too were asking. Police officers, those from the Ministry of Education were asking this question: who witnessed this? Ladies and gentlemen, nobody. Among the crowd there at the time when the question was asked, nobody. And they were the ones destroying the properties of the person who sent this elderly man that they've accused of turning people into yams. But they didn't even know who was there. They weren't there themselves, and they didn't even know who was there. It was few people who now said, oh, there was this particular person who actually witnessed it, and the person is not here. Oh, where is the person? They said, oh, he is ill, he's at home. So they went to get this person, and this person came. Oh, please, you were there when it happened. He said, yes. Oh, can you explain how it happened? What really happened? Did he use something on the children? Did he hit them with something? Did they pick something from the ground? What happened? Just explain. Since you were there as a witness, please explain. We need to get out of this mystery, Then the man went ahead to say, first off, this old man passes this place every day. I don't know where he's going to. I don't know where he's coming from. But he just looks suspicious. And the fact that he doesn't greet anybody, he doesn't greet me, he just be going on his own, he doesn't greet nobody. Then this morning I saw him carrying a sack. He was holding a sack and it felt heavy. So I suspected him, and while I was questioning him, I called him and started questioning him. And while I was questioning him, who gave him yam and what yam and diaper are doing together in the same sack. So apparently he had an issue with 2 yams and 10 pampers, 10 diapers in the same sack. So he was questioning the man, and the man was trying to answer him. So he said while he was at that, 2 students of Basharon High School were walking by, and they said, oh, sir, please hold him. We were 4, we were 4. And we met this old man on our way. He dropped money on the ground. Two of our friends picked it up and they turned into yams. Then he picked up the yam, kept it in the sack and started walking. We've been looking for him or something like that. And they walked away. They said it and walked away. So this man said, oh, okay. So you turned students into yam. And that was how the story started. And that was the only explanation they got till date about the man turning people into yam. Can you believe that? And it was because of these statements made by these 2 students that they beat up this man, tied him up, and said he turned students into yam. In fact, I saw one comment on Facebook and the person said, oh, we need to check if he actually turned the people into yam, that they should cut the yam. If it is normal yam, you'll just see the inside, maybe white or yellow. But if it is human beings turned into yam, that it will gush blood. I can't believe this. That they should cut the yam to check if. Why do we like? To think that went viral. It went viral. At the end of the day, during investigation, they discovered that this man in question has some mental disorder. So which was why probably when they were asking him questions, he couldn't answer straight. And it got to the time where they've beaten him up so much that I'm sure when they were asking him questions, he would just be giving incoherent answers. So they felt, oh, because he's now stammering, oh, what he said earlier does not even, it's not related to whatever he's saying now. So it means he's guilty as charged. Why are we like this, really? Why do we believe in so much evil? Why do we believe in so much mystery? So it's easier to have believed that he drops money on the floor than students picked it up and talked to yams. Really? Really? According to Alaja, the person who sent him on an errand, she sent him to her child who has been ill for a while. I think he had stroke. So usually he sends him like that to go give him food stuff, and so apparently the yams were meant for the Alaja's son, while the diapers were meant for another son of hers, who just gave birth recently. So it's at the end, a lot of people were interviewed. People came to vouch for Alaja's integrity, that no, they've lived with her for so many years and she's not a ritualist, she's not someone who would do this, would do anything like that. A lot of people, her neighbors, families, friends, lots of people were at the station to just vouch for her. Alaja was crying. The sick son even came to the station with how sick, he was at the time, just to vouch, just to say their own side of the story. Can you see what damage rumors can cause? What damage not verifying information can cause? Just because you want to be the first person to put the news out there. Oh, because if you hear something, you... So really, that is the story of the man who allegedly turned students into yams. At the end of the day, it was an edible yam. He didn't turn no students into yam. We should inculcate the habits of spreading good news, and as much as we verify good news, we should verify bad news, and we should not be the first to break bad news. We shouldn't be found with such attitude that we are the first to break this news. Oh, the bad news, people must hear it first from me. No, calm down, chill. We know that lots of things are happening around us now. Lots of terrible things, terrible things are going on, but we need to calm down. Really, we need to be calming down. We need to calm down. We need to take our time to verify the information before we share. I do hope that this video has blessed you and that you will share it with other people. I want to know your thoughts. Please do drop them in the comment section below. I love you. See you next time. Bye.